and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today we're gonna do a dirty cup pour on the spinner. So we did a dirty cup pour from up high the other day. I'm gonna do it on the spinner today and see what magic we can create. Now this is a kid's pottery wheel, and there's a link in the description to find that on Amazon, so you know what you're looking for. This one is battery operated and it's got 2 settings, and normally I put it on the big fast setting that goes woo. This time I'm going to do it on the slower setting just so that it stays a bit thicker, and let's see what result we get from that. So we're going to be doing it on a record, and I've got that all prepared. Well, I don't have it prepared as I normally would, because normally I put Duracell book cover stuff over the top, over the back to cover the label, but also to cover the back to stop the paint from getting messy. I haven't done that today because I'm not going to be picking it up with dirty hands and moving it and stuff. So all I'm actually going to be doing for this one is putting a little bit of tape across the center hole on the back so that the paint doesn't pour through the hole. And then several weeks ago I painted a whole heap of records. The centerpiece I paint just with Mars Black, and that seals the colour of the label down so it doesn't seep through the paint. So we're gonna, first of all, we're gonna fill the cup, and then I will put this on the spinner and we'll give it a go. So all my paints are mixed with Floetrol and water, and then into the colours I put a couple of drops of silicone, and I used dimethicone from Durex Play. It's the pink and black container, and that's 100% dimethicone, so that does the job beautifully for me. And I usually put about 3 small drips into each colour. Basically it's pretty much 3 drips per, let's go 2 drips per fluid ounce, if that makes sense to you, or 2 drips, 1 drip per 15 ml roughly. And I'm just stirring it in a little bit, not huge amounts. The more you stir it, the smaller the bits of silicone are and the smaller the cells you get. So just a piece of information. So as I add these to the cup, I'm going to let you know what they are. I only actually need about that much paint for a record, and I'm just going to do 1 layer of each colour, but I might put a blob of gold between each one, maybe. That's popped into my head. So I'm going to do a layer of each colour, and then we're going to pour it. But I'm not going to do a nice neat little layer. I'm going to pour it from up high to make a dirty cup, but only 1 round of colours. So that was titanium white, and let's put a blob of gold in there. And then I'm going to go for cobalt blue, and viridian hue, and then This is burnt umber. So there you go. I forgot to put the gold in between each one, but because it's a dirty pour, it's kind of done that anyway. Put another blob of that in. So as you can see, we've already got a really cool colour combination and cells starting to show up. So let's see what happens when we pour that. Now I've got this mounted onto this piece of wood so that I could nail this other piece of wood here, so that when I'm turning my machine on and off, what used to happen was as I would try and push it to flick the switch, it would move and hit the box and all sorts of weird stuff. So I've just got a backstop basically there so that when I'm pushing my switch on and off. The cool thing about having the sellotape through with the black not having the... I've started painting the black on without the sellotape on the back, because then I still can see through the hole to be able to see my centre mark. So let's line that up. And if you were looking, you would have seen that I've got tape, then thin strips of wood, and then more rolled tape on top of the rotating platform. And that is because the rotating platform sits flush with the edges, and you need to lift your record up off the higher than the edges, otherwise it doesn't spin properly. So are we ready for this? Let's check that you guys can see it all. Yes, awesome. So I'm just gonna put it on single spin. It's got a bit of a wobble on. We'll see what happens with that. And I'm just going to slowly pour into the centre from quite low. So a wobble is going to take us off centre a bit, but that's okay, as long as we end up getting it on all of it. Okay. So now the question becomes, do I try and tilt to get it to run, or do I spin on the faster one and hopefully keep some of that blue and green? I'm going to go for the spin the faster one, but it'll probably be a real quick spin. Ready, set, go. Yep, we're all covered, and that looks cool. Yes, it's off center, yes, but I like it. I like it. And we've got cells coming up. We've got colour all the way around, except that one spot there. If it's really close to the edge but just not quite there, you can just get your finger and kind of dip it in and tilt it out so that it drags it over the edge, just like that. And just go around and make sure it's definitely covered all the way to the edge. Yep, awesome. Let's clean the hand, and then I'm gonna get the torch out. Now, if you haven't noticed, there's big brown sides to my box. This is just a standard cardboard box that's been opened out. I've still got the flaps on top and bottom because it was quite a skinny box. It's only about that high because I think it came with a computer in it or something. But it stands up and it blocks the paint from flying all over the room. So highly recommend creating something like that. So let's get the torch out. So the torch will go through and pop air bubbles, as well as find any little, it'll warm the paint that little bit so that the silicone can just come flying up through. You see the silicone is rising up and we're getting a lot more cell action in there, which is very cool. All right, let's get you down and show you the coolness of that. All down through the other colours, and so we might get more colour come up in the middle, but then again we might not. And I'm really tempted to do this again with a black instead of white, and yeah, really get that wormhole time warp thingy going. How's it getting any better? What else is possible? I'll see you when it's dry, guys. Alright, so here it is. It's not completely dry, but I just really wanted to show you that it has held its shape, it's held its colour. It's just so divine. I love it. I think it's very cool. Doesn't quite look as much like a wormhole as it was, but it definitely does kind of look like a funnel. Yeah, I really like it. Really happy with it, and yeah, just it's yummy. So there you go. If anybody would like to have this hanging on their wall, touch base with me, and you can always buy it before it gets in the shop if you are enamored with it. So if you're having fun, there you go. Look at that little touch of gold. There's very little gold actually come out in this. It's a bit, sort of a hint of it in those there. You know what? If you're having fun, it doesn't matter if it comes out looking fabulous or funky, or you end up putting it in the bin. Because when you have fun, you contribute to everyone and everything on the planet. It contributes an energy to creating something greater, something more beautiful than was here before. So I dare you, would you be willing to add fun to everything you be and do? Would you be willing, even if it's not fun, to ask the question like, how can I add some fun to this? So get a sense of what having fun with painting's all about by coming and playing with us on Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group. Such a kind, contributory group of people there, and just keep it about the painting and we'll all have fun. I adore you all, and sign up for my newsletter, and we've got a live call coming beginning of next week and you'll be the first to know. You'll be able to put it in your diary 24 hours in advance if you want to come play. We're playing with pendants, making pendants live online, and I'm going to let the people that are live guide me as to which pieces to do and whether to put them in silver or bronze or whatever. So sign up at mickeyart.com/sign up, and come play with us. How much fun can we have? I adore you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.